Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to trade currently short on LIDR.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay, Eddie?
Good morning. Yes, I can.
Good, good.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Good. Any trades so far?
Yeah, I've been in and out of LIDR all morning.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um,
LIDR. And how's it going?
I'm up $29.50 on the day. I'm in a
That's
trade
good.
currently short.
Let's have a look at LIDR. Oh, is this the one from yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what was it about this one yesterday? No, I might be thinking of something else. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of FFAI. Yeah, never mind. The top gainer of the day isn't available on TTP.
The LHAI.
Yeah, so that's a bit annoying.
Yeah.
What about Octo?
I haven't looked at anything else, to be honest.
Octo. It's up 65%. Could be worth a look. Float 2.4. So Octo. GSIW is too cheap. COUR. Doesn't look like that's got enough volume. No, that's a no. SOWG. Slim pickings today.
That it is.
So it's just Octo so far for me.
That you've traded?
No, that I
Oh.
will be looking at Friday, 25th July 2025. Save. Add. Well, keep an eye on LIDR even though it's not available. Not LIDR. LHAI. Octo. That'll do for now, I guess. How are you getting on with Taquito's strategy?
I haven't really been using it. I've just been kind of watching the charts.
Mm-hmm.
But I still don't get it.
Oh, okay.
Like I understand like you look for liquidity gaps and uh that creates demand and supply zones and you have a minimum balance point, but I don't understand how that all correlates into when to take an entry or exit.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part, isn't it? So I think, oh, you're in a trade right now, aren't you? So, um, are you still in LHAI?
LIDR.
Oh God, I keep saying the wrong one. I hate it when this two. Well, they're not similar, really, are they? But for some reason, in my head, it's similar.
Well, it's probably because they both start with an L.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, and I'm not entirely clear on this myself, but how I look at it is, I'm just seeing if I can find a good example on here. Okay, I will screen share. Keeping in mind that I am a long way from being an expert at this. So how I look at it is, if we look at LIDR, and obviously on the 3 minute, let's pretend I found all the liquidity gaps on the higher time frames and what have you.
Yeah.
I would be looking at this imbalance here, this candle. You see where my pointer is?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have it turned on, but you can have the imbalanced candles show hollow.
Yeah, I have that.
So yeah, so it saves you having to look. So then if we look to the left and find that minimal balance point, it's basically the wick that goes through the imbalance. That it would need to come back to here, to this line. So it's gone above it, of course, and then it's needs to come back in order to then carry on its way up. But because it just went straight through it, then that to me is looking like that's no longer a long. So I would be looking then at this imbalance on the downside.
Yeah.
And looking at this minimal point of balance, the wick that crosses through that candle. And it did indeed touch it and fail. So now it's a short. And then I would also be looking at this template on the 3 minute, that liquidity gap, for example. So it failed there as well. So those are more sort of confirmations for me that that's a short. This imbalanced candle here, that wick's a bit too high, but I'd put it there anyway. I'd probably put this one as well. But if you look, actually, it did come back and touch that higher one. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it came back and touched that and failed. So again, I'm thinking, yeah, this is still a short. This here, I normally put the text on them. I did that yesterday. So I don't know. I'm going to say probably not relevant for today. And how I do that is, well, I've got it set as a template. So it puts the text there for me, because sometimes if it's not a minimal balance point, I might use that blue line for something else as well. So
Right.
I try and remember to put them in, but I don't always, obviously. And that's basically how I do it. So apparently the liquidity gaps are strongest. So that and it failing at the minimal balance point is a good sign for whichever direction you're looking at.
Yeah.
But normally we've been looking, now this one here, right at the beginning, This one's a bit trickier, so we need to go back a lot further. So we've got this candle here, right at its first push. Well, actually, maybe let's say this here, this area here at 4 a.m. So looking back for where the minimal balance point is that crosses them, it's probably here, and also here, which it did indeed, if you see, come back to. So it went up, came back, touched it, and then it went back on its way up. So for me, if it had come back and sailed on through it, I would be thinking, okay, this is not a long now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I'm doing it. If Taquito was here, he'd probably be saying, no, that's completely wrong. And he delivers he delivers that in a very blunt way, doesn't he?
Yeah. The other thing that I don't understand is how far back you look. Like, is it 24 hours? Is it, 3 days, 5 days? Like,
yeah, for this minimal balance point, as far as I know, it's as far back as you need to find a candle. A candle wick, or it doesn't have to be a wick that crosses this imbalance. So let's pretend it was only this candle. The one that crosses. So, well, in actual fact, I suppose that one as well. And the other thing is that these balance points can't be within this zone. So it's got to be above that zone. So if this was all, or if all this here was lower, and I know it isn't, so it's not a great example, but if it was, then yeah, I'd be looking all the way back. But see here, we've got another liquidity gap. So again, as you can see, it did go up. It hit that first balance zone that I drew and the liquidity gap, and then went up on its way.
Yeah.
Yeah, these purple ones are liquidity gaps on higher time frames. So that's my understanding, and I suppose we'll have to ask Taquito on that, but I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you go back as far as you need to until you find one that crosses the imbalance. So suppose if it was, like it, I know this is too wide, but if this was the candle, and we'd be looking at that one there because it's the highest one.
Yeah.
But if that happened to be above it, that wouldn't work. It has to be, as far as I know, within this range. So that's where I'm at with it. But it's very difficult, isn't it, in real time?
Yeah.
To see these things. And Taquito was telling me the other day that when there's lots of them, and there isn't on this one, so it doesn't really count. But, well, I suppose I could do that as well. And no. Well, anyway, let's pretend there was more crossing this imbalance candle here. He said to try a higher time frame to see which of them, let me just get rid of that, which of them is more valid. So if we pretend that there's one here as well, and then we'd be going with that one, the lower one, because it's also an imbalance on the 5 minute. If you've got like 3 or 4 and you think, well, which one is it? Do I wait for the top one, the one below, or the one at the bottom?
Probably choose the
So
middle.
yeah, so he said when you go to a higher time frame, like here, you can see very clearly that it's this one.
Yeah.
You see that? Yeah. So I would go with that one in that case. Because yeah, this one's the same, but then the other thing is you can then think, well, what about this one?
Right.
But we're not necessarily sort of looking at this candle per se, trying to find ones for this candle, but looking at a higher time frame to find which one of the ones you drew also looks good on the other time frame. So yeah. But using it in real time is something else, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah. And then there's then there's all this. So this is your demand zone, and then kind of this is the balance zone.